Welcome back. I'm Billy.
I'm Eddie.
We are Trick or
Trick-or-treaters.
Treaters. Today we review Love and
And
Monsters. As I told him, this movie had a $10 million budget. It made 1.8. Why? 2020.
COVID, dude.
COVID
it
hit.
was entertaining, definitely. I mean, less than 5 minutes in, and I was enjoying
He was laughing because of like the narration. It starts a little slow. I will say that it does start a little slow.
It is a slow burn.
But it tells you kind of like what this world is. So it does a lot of world building. I would have loved to have seen this in theaters. Honestly, I feel like they should re-release films whenever something happens, like how COVID, the pandemic. I wish they would have came back after it was over and then re-released the films that didn't get their audience. Last Night in Soho, Love and Monsters. This film is Dylan O'Brien, and basically it is the story of him in a colony and they're trying to survive monsters attacking their bunker, and he decides to try to reconnect with the flame from 7 years ago. Problem is, as I told you, 7 years, people change.
Oh, yeah.
So it's this great adventure story of monsters, and the monsters in this film are. What do you think?
They're well designed, I will say that. I mean, obviously, some of them are based off real wildlife,
Yeah,
but they're cool looking.
this is one of those films I feel like not a lot of people talk about, but the ones who did see it really liked it. And it is, like you said, a slow burn, but it's a fun movie. And Michael Rooker, him and this kid actress together are great.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like he's basically her guardian now. And they bump into him and they're talking shit about him like the entire time.
Yeah.
Like this kid is a kid who, he's not a fighter, he's a cook for his colony. And he sort of fails again and again trying to fight things, but then he starts learning. So it's sort of this like adventure of kind of like growing and I don't know, bettering yourself. And then the books he makes, like kind of like a guide.
Kind of like survival guide.
Yeah, and the fact that he is an observer at first, not really a doer, and then later it's kind of like he becomes that. I really like it. I thought it was very
It
underrated.
is enjoyable.
And boy,
good
boy.
Gotta love boy. Boy is a dog. That's the only reason we need to love boy.
Yeah, boy's a dog, and she even says the only reason why I like you is because you got a cute puppy.
Yes.
But then later she grows to like him. It's a fun film. It's under 2 hours. I feel like if it would have been over that, it would have been too long.
See, a lot of the ones like that, they hit the mark.
It's like an hour and 40. He fell asleep during the movie, not because he didn't like it, because this couch.
No, this couch is.
You don't have to be tired and you can sleep.
It's one of those.
Great.
It's one.
I don't want to spend the rest of this winter tied to this fucking couch.
Long movie. That's John
Carpenter's a thing.
And one of the most quoted lines in my house, in my family household growing up. Especially since I had a habit of trying to tie my little brother to the couch.
But Love and Monsters, I feel like it isn't, now that I think, it's not really a Halloween movie. The only thing that can make it Halloween is just because of the monsters. I would say it's more like a spring summer film, to be honest.
It is enjoyable, yes.
But it is one of those like I had it in my spooky season collection, but I think I'm gonna take it out of there because it doesn't really.
I don't see it as spooky season.
No, I thought it was fun. I think what gets me on this film is the fact that he has something to fight for. He's lost his family, like a lot of people. He's lost his friend group, I'm sure, from school. But like, there's one person out there that's still connected, and that's the woman that he was in love with. So it's really interesting. Like, how would a person change that you're in love with that you haven't seen for 7 years?
Not to mention post-apocalyptic. You're stuck in a bunker.
You're stuck in a bunker. Everyone is in a couple having sex, and you're stuck beating your own meat. And I asked him. I said, if the man dies, do you get the bunk money? Like, how does that work? And then I told him they're about to hook up, and then the guy comes back. Oh, hey, I'm glad to see you made it back. Yeah, we're just gonna have a threesome now. It's a fun film. I would say, okay, who do we think this is for? I guess if you like a good monster film.
Okay, it's not incredibly serious. So if you're looking into finding a very serious monster film, this is not for you.
a post-apocalyptic comedy along the lines of Zombieland, but with monsters instead of zombies.
Yes, and no Twinkies.
Michael Rooker is a standout in this film because he has that sort of funny but also savage Yondu vibe to him.
Yes.
I mean, his character's way different. He's not Mary Poppins, y'all, in this one. But he definitely has. There's something about him as an actor when you watch him.
Well,
He plays these really cool, quirky.
there's plenty of
characters.
actors like that who have, I don't want to say typecast, because they have range, but they've got a niche where they can do something really, really well. Some have multiples where they do more than one thing, but others they can act other things, but they have one thing they're really good at.
I would say Michael Rooker, Keanu Reeves, and Jack Black are all very. They have a coolness factor that they carry to them no matter what role they're performing.
Yeah.
And I think Michael Rooker has
I gotta add Kurt Russell.
a coolness factor. You probably see more of his stuff than I have. So I mean, I can just say okay, but I can't. Ryan Reynolds is another one that has that. They can do different characters, but they have a certain coolness factor no matter what role they're in. And I think that is awesome. Oh God, he's got the haircut. We made all kinds of inappropriate jokes we will not share on camera, but
I look like I'm funny.
what?
Huh?
What did you say?
What I say?
Did you say Hulk Hogan?
Hulk Hogan got a new hairstyle for the new championship.
More aerodynamic. He'll be hard for people to put him in a headlock. But
he's the tag team champion. So I'm gonna grab my legs and use it as a battering ram.
hell yeah. Yeah, we don't have any normal friends. So to answer your guys' question right now, if you ever see anyone on camera, they're probably just the same as we are. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. Okay.
None of us are normal.
None of us are normal. Being normal is vastly overrated. That'll be our next video, by the way. Halloween Town, bitches. We'll be coming up. I don't know why I flipped you off, but we'll be coming up soon.
Although we all enjoy taking a stab at being social.
I do like stabbing. So, Love and Monsters, there's a lot of build, like, okay, what's this reuniting going to be like with Amy? Like, what is going to happen here? Joel, is he going to reunite with her, and what's it going to be like? And, you know, you expect it to be, oh, they're going to kiss and make up, and then you find out he kissed old Pete.
He was hallucinating.
This is a film that slipped through the cracks because of COVID. I would say a lot of people, because I think during this time I saw the Harley Quinn film right before COVID shut down everything. Then there was also New Mutants that also kind of came out during that time. So there actually were some solid films during this era. It's just they didn't make their money back due to either bad marketing or COVID hitting. This is one though, if they re-release this now, I still think it's only gonna have a certain audience that goes to see it.
Most movies are like that. They have a niche audience.
Because it's not like Deadpool and Wolverine. Everybody's getting up and waiting years to see this film. They're not.
The most of the reason people went to go see Deadpool and Wolverine was Wolverine.
Hugh Jackman.
In that bright, comic accurate yellow.
Right. But we will get to that movie when that comes out on home release. Him and I are planning on buying it. I might just have to get a Blu-ray because I'm sure the Steelbook will sell out.
More than likely.
And it's $54.
Yeah.
Because you're getting two Steelbooks in one. You're getting the Wolverine one and the Deadpool one. They're doing it as like a 2-pack deal.
Oh, it's a double.
It's a double. So you're paying for two Steelbooks.
Okay.
That's why it's so expensive. It's limited edition, but they decided to do it.
I didn't know they were bundling them.
Yeah, we'll see, because everybody only wants Wolverine one. So that was going to sell out. So that's why they did that, because they didn't think that. Well, my theory is they didn't think the Deadpool one would sell because Wolverine's my favorite character. We'll get into that review. He's my character in all the MCU now. He's my favorite character.
Yeah.
Because I love Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. And we spent so much time with him. Anyways, back to Love and Monsters.
What made that great is the whole church people going, don't go see Deadpool. It's like, Ryan Reynolds told you that with the first Deadpool. This is not a kid's movie.
No, we'll get to that in our review. But Love and Monsters, I would say not a lot to say, not because it is a slow burn. There are a lot of things they build up to, meaning the dog boy was cool. Also the talk of, oh yeah, I've never seen a robot with power before.
Yeah.
They kind of built that up too. And that was even kind of an emotional thing because literally, uh, the robot uses the rest of its powers to bring happiness to a kid that's having a rough go of it. So I really like that. Like, there's just so much thought put into this film, but it's like we were talking about if it was a video game, it would be really fun. But I like this film because even though there's this big world out there, there's not a lot of people.
No.
There's so many colonies left. A lot of them got wiped out. And if you think about it, if something like this were to happen, I could see groups of people creating their own colony. Our colony would be nuts. As long as we can watch movies, I think we'd be fine.
I don't know how our colony would work.
It wouldn't. We all have ADOS. We'd have 20 half-finished projects that we start, and none of them would ever get done.
As long as I don't get distracted, as long as I keep the drive, I'm good. Guys, well, on second thought, maybe not.
We get distracted getting distracted from our projects. We'll start project A, get distracted, start project B, get distracted, and then get distracted from the distraction. Therefore, we don't get anything done.
The amount of half-finished video games I have on my hunt.
We go to Walmart to get bread, and we come back with pizza from McDonald's. How it happened, I don't know, but the journey was sure as hell cool. Just like one day, him and I went bowling with his roommate that you saw being silly. We went bowling, and my phone recorded our conversation, and it started with whenever I asked him how many times he had seen The Exorcist, and then it starts with
167.
that's when it started.
And I keep getting funny every.
I listened for about 20 seconds and deleted it because it recorded like 2 hours of conversation. So like the whole time we were like going to the bowling alley and getting ice cream and joking around.
Oh God!
All of that was recorded. So I had to delete that so we wouldn't be incriminated because we talked about. No, that one was sketchy. But there was also that conversation. I don't know. And there was also the conversation about Brune. No.
We have weird conversations.
Okay, here's the thing. We can go from talking about Halloween to unicorns to lighting fireworks out of your butt with no transitions. It's just like
any of my family that watches this knows well aware how I am.
yeah, it's not pretty. So this movie, 2020, it came out. Love and Monsters. It's a little bit under 2 hours. It's described as an adventure comedy. I would say that's accurate.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Yeah.
And it's just a fun little watch.
And he's got to make it 85 miles away. Now, he's in The Maze Runner, which I have not seen, and the high school sweetheart, she's from Game of Thrones. I don't know that. And he's got to go 85 miles. And then Michael Rooker, of course, was in Guardians of the Galaxy. And it says here, Ariana Greenblatt, Avengers Infinity War. The kid was from Infinity War. Did she play Iron Man's daughter?
Was she Morgan?
Was she Morgan?
You said Infinity War.
Yeah, it says here, Ariana Greenblatt, Avengers Infinity War.
We didn't meet Morgan until Endgame.
I gotta look it up now. What was she in? Who was she? Ariana Greenblatt. Well, the name is familiar because I think I told you I thought she was Tiny Tina.
One moment.
Love and Monsters. Now loading information. What was this kid in? Barbie, Borderlands, Stuck in the Middle. Let's see what Wikipedia says. Filmography. Young Gamora. That's right.
Okay.
She played young Gamora in Infinity War, and she was good in that. But she's a kid actress that has a lot of talent. She's going to be in the new Fear Street Prom Queen that's in post-production right now, and in Now You See Me 3 that's now filming.
Ooh, sweet.
But Fear Street Prom Queen comes out comes out next year. There's going to be another Fear Street next year.
Any word on like Netflix stores if we're getting a Fear Street physical release?
No idea. Let's talk about that, guys. So apparently there's going to be select cities that are going to be getting a physical in-person Netflix store. There's going to be live entertainment, movie, or physical things to buy, and I think maybe a restaurant.
Yeah, I know we mentioned it on the channel before, but have you heard anything new?
I have not, and if we hear anything, we will try not to get our ADOS brain kicking. We will try to follow up with you guys. But There is going to be Netflix stores. I don't know all the details. I'm guessing New York City will probably be a city that has it. Near us, I would say Chicago has a better chance than St. Louis. That might be one of those things where we take a bus trip up to, or train trip up to Chicago, just go look around. I would love if you had different rooms that were based on like, this is our Netflix horror room. This is our Netflix comedy room. This is or like different themes, like a Fear Street room, a babysitter killer queen room. But anyways, guys, great movie. I'm not gonna call this an A plus for
Nah.
me. I mean, even though I really like it, it's not one I would rewatch over and over and over again. I'll rewatch it. I'd give it a B.
Yeah.
For my taste, Michael Rooker definitely brings that up
It
for
is an
me.
entertaining movie, but not one I could sit and watch.
I wouldn't watch it if you asked me, hey, you're gonna bring 10 movies with you. You have 1 year, you can only watch 10 movies for a year, which we need to have that discussion sometime. But that movie would not be in that.
10 movies.
You have 1 year and all you can watch are 10 movies. You can watch them as much as you want, but there's only 10 films you can take with you. We will have that as a separate video coming up soon. Let's be thinking about that and write it down.
And feel free to join in on that one in the comment section.
Yeah, if you were stuck, and we will do that video, we're gonna have to write this down though. But if you were stuck, we'll put it on the board under bottom bitch. If you're stuck
I really need to
somewhere
for that one.
and you can watch 10 films for a year as much as you want, and the bonus features too, so consider that. What would you pick? And how about the list? We'll throw in one series. You got one series.
One TV show.
One TV show. Or should we do two?
One TV show.
One TV show, 10 films.
Now
it could be the whole series, not just one season, the whole series.
Time-wise, that include work and other stuff.
I'm saying if we were stuck watching the same 10 films
because
in a series for
I've done the math. You say one series, but like the Arrowverse, which is like 5, 6 different shows connected, take at the pace me and my mom go, which is about 2 episodes a night, with the exception of Monday nights, because I'm off Tuesdays. About 2 episodes a night, it would take us a little bit over a year to get through everything.
Right. If you got the whole verse, sure, but I'm thinking just one series with like one show specifically.
With the exception of Superman and Lois season 4, because it's not aired yet.
But if you had 10 films, and you get to keep the rest of your films, but you can only watch those for a year.
Okay. Alright, I already know one that's in the list.
We'll write down the idea, and that way we can remember it. But there are some long series. I know Supernatural's pretty long.
I'm trying to remember how long it took us to. Actually, that only took us a few months to get through all 15 seasons.
But yeah, think about that, guys. If you had 1 year, 10 films, and one series.
If you had 1 year.
1 year. One beer. One opportunity to sit on your lazy butt.
And watch all the TV you ever wanted until your brain turned to mush.
We may just bite the bullet and get those tickets sometime. I might just get them for us. If they still have them sometime, I might just get us. We have been talking about going to Weird Al. The last time I was supposed to go to Weird Al, I was in college, couldn't afford it, and had a lot of stuff going on with like school and work. And my friend and I were going to go together, and we didn't get to go. Same thing this time. So it's like,
I know, right?
I may just bite the bullet. Well, they didn't announce it far enough ahead of time to where we could like budget for it. If they would have been like a year out, hey guys, this is the day tickets are going to go on sale in 6 months from now, I think that would have worked. But that's one we may just have because the tickets aren't really that expensive, so we may just bite the bullet and get them.
Maybe.
But anyways, guys, Love and Monsters, final thoughts. It's a fun little survival film thrown with some comedy in there, adventure. I really like it. I would have loved that in 3D though. I think it would have been really cool visually.
Some of it could have been really neat.
Especially with the monster fights. And just like how cool the scenery was.
Yes.
And it took out 95% of humanity's population.
Yeah.
So could you imagine how much better the Earth would be? As far as like not being overpopulated and how much we could, because during COVID, I'll tell you, fun fact, guys, when COVID hit, they shut down a lot of stuff, the ozone started repairing itself. There was actually less damage being done. In that short time, the ozone was actually healing. So it makes you wonder if we could take a little break every now and then, turn a few things off, and let the ozone actually heal, what we could do. But it'd be interesting to think about.
Interesting Yeah, but the idea of shutting off those huge factories.
or finding a way to make it more renewable.
Yeah.
But anyways, it was a good film. What were your thoughts on it? Final thoughts. What
I
are,
enjoyed it, and like I said, it's not one that I would watch repeatedly. Maybe once every 6 months.
that's fair.
There are some I will watch every month, or there's at least one in my collection that I can say I could easily watch daily.
There's some that I would only watch, even my favorites. There's a lot of them I only watch like once a year.
No, there's one in my collection I could watch daily.
Which one's that one?
It involves this little guy named Sam.
You kind of like just a little bit. He kind of likes this guy. Kind of likes Trick or Treat. I kind of like. I kind of
I
like
have
Wednesday.
3 blankets, some knickknacks, and all that.
You have 3 blankets. That's impressive.
One. You're sitting on one, and then the random one behind you.
And then we have the Sam stuff.
This I will get more into that when we do the 4K review. Because yes, I know we reviewed it when we first started the channel, but we've gotten a bit better at it. So we are going to review the 4K release of it. If there's any other movies that you guys know that we've already done that are getting better releases,
let us know.
Yeah, let us know. We'd have no problem re-reviewing a movie specifically because it may have gotten a better release. Maybe the newer release is a lot better. Picture.
By the way,
yeah, that's another thing. Sound quality on some of these are not the best.
Well, I was just looking at your shelf again, as I always do, and this holiday we need to make hot chocolate or some Christmas stuff and watch some of your your animated Christmas collection.
Yes, the old Rankin and Bass
holiday. Another film I would like to get my hands on is Jack Frost with Michael Keaton.
Good movie.
Very good movie.
But yeah, see, I don't have a lot of the Christmas stuff. Mine is more spooky. The amount of time that I'm gonna actually start adding family friendly stuff to my collection. Because it was just me and at the time my aunt. So we didn't need the super kid friendly stuff. She had enough Scooby Doo and all that to take care of her other nieces and nephews, but younger ones. So I didn't worry about that in my collection, except for a few. It's like I really want that one.
You have some films that kids could watch.
Now, yes, but when I first started, it was pretty much all.
Because you got the Marvel stuff, so that kind of.
That Marvel is a new edition, and then I've got the animated Lord of the Rings films.
I'm trying to think of a good heartwarming film you could show the whole family. Home Alone's kind of a fun one to watch.
That movie.
Trick or Treat. So heartwarming for the little kids. You got a 5-year-old. No, I'm kidding.
What was it? Oh, one of the.
I heard Terrifier is also pretty.
I heard the third one's, well, people have been walking out of it.
People have been vomiting and like passing out. The last one they vomited and passed out. This one they're walking out. It's so shocking. But
no, the one Halloween, I was sitting outside with my cousin and my aunt. We were just giving out Halloween candy. And this little kid walked up just as Sam. I'm like, I love Sam. And all I hear is this little kid shout back, he knew who I was. I'm like, I think I made that kid's night.
Okay, I got to share this story with you guys on screen. Because he gave me the idea. My friends and I dressed up. We had the porch set up. It was raining because we put fake spider webs and stuff, but it actually added to the effect. We had Halloween decorations. Kids are coming up in costumes. I have a tabletop jukebox I was using. And in the distance, I see a kid dressed as Harry Potter.
Yeah.
So I changed it to the theme song.
And
the kid came up with his mom and goes, "Oh, they even got this song." He goes, "Yeah, he did that for you." Because I would have wanted to have someone done that for me had I been dressed as Harry Potter. So I thought that was really cool. But the fact that you did that for the kid dressed as Sam's awesome.
Because it's like, it's Sam. Sam is awesome. Because when the movie first came out, it was like, it wasn't that big. I'd have to have made the costume by hand.
And now it's getting bigger and bigger every year.
Now you just go to Walmart, Spirit Halloween.
Well, they got a whole section of Spirit now.
Yeah, I'd stay away from that website. It would break me even more than my movie.
And now here's some other news. They've been talking about for years, but there are going to be 10 stores, Spirit of Christmas. So they are going to have Christmas items coming in.
Oh.
And they're going to be having some locations on the East Coast, Northeast, not our area. You have to go online probably, which is still fine. but they're gonna start having
Dude.
Christmas stuff. I could
Mhm.
see some Krampus stuff.
I was just thinking the same thing.
It's like, okay, let's be real. Your kids are not all on the nice list. They deserve to get the shit beat out of them and shoved into Krampus's snow globes. By the way, if you get a chance to watch that film, very fun
I have
comedy.
actually not seen Krampus. I know it's by Michael Dowtry.
We need to get it and watch it.
Same guy that did Trick or Treat, and he did Godzilla King of the Monsters, the new one, not the old one.
And there, I did hear Krampus, or not Krampus, Trick or Treat 2 is in development.
It's been in development for a while.
So I'm looking forward to that. And there will be other stories we share with you guys throughout. But I hope you enjoyed this review.
That's another thing is sequels that have been. We know that we've heard they're in production, all that, and they've been in production for a while. And I imagine if we actually went hunting, there's a lot of them.
Oh yeah. But thanks for tuning in this week. Love and Monsters. We will try to cover some other stuff. We have some mainstream stuff we'll eventually hit. I know we will. Because we have a lot of stuff. It's just
like I said, hopefully next week as of when this video is posted,
yeah.
will be another free day. So we could easily do the Halloween towns or whatever.
Yes, being normal is vastly overrated. And you know what? I don't care where we do this one at, but I think we need to have a little Halloween party, even just for us. I got some stuff. We could definitely have our own little mini Halloween party.
We could.
I did buy a game. It's Witch's Hat Ring Toss. You have to toss the rings on the witches' hats.
Awesome.
I got it at Target really cheap, but I have some items, and we could definitely have a Halloween party.
But yeah, so hopefully look out next week.
It's a very scary series. Halloween Town's one of the scariest films ever made.
Disney Channel original.
Oh, it's so scary. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to watch it.
Actually, taking into account Disney, it is one of the spookier ones they have.
Yeah, actually, yeah. If you take away Hocus Pocus and
Hocus Pocus was done by the Touchline.
That's right.
Which we get is Disney, but it's the more adult line.
But Twitches, it wasn't that freaky.
I like Twitches.
I did. I just rewatched those. But yeah, Halloween Town. I just watched them, but I don't mind watching them again. And at some point Wednesday, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Scott Pilgrim.
If we want to do Christmas, we have to do Die Hard.
Die Hard, the Santa Claus films are up there.
Go ahead, disagree with me all you want. Die Hard's a Christmas movie.
It is. Home Alone.
I don't have it.
I have both of those. Violent Night. I need to get that one.
There's more than two on those.
Well, the two that I count. I think I count the third one too. But there's more. There's even the direct-to-TV ones where it's a smart house and they're trying to.
I remember that one.
It was very bad. All right, guys. I gotta let you go. I gotta talk to him about the backstory of Bottom Bitch. So we will find that out later.
See you guys around.
Yes.